Dogs are our constant companions, and pugs are no exception. From their smush faces to their curly tails, pugs have been a part of our lives as our cute, bug-eyed, wrinkly friends. Pug origins date back as early as 700 BCE, exported all the way from China, according to Pugville.com's History of a Pug. But they looked very different from our furry companions today. Due to the high demand of this internet-famous dog and the supply and demand style of their breeding has caused debilitating health problems and defects that ultimately causes lifelong pain and long-term complications for all dogs associated in this bulldog family. Dog owners amongst my audience know about the time and care that goes into caring for an animal, but the health problems that pugs undergo takes the care to a new high. I will be helping you understand what it's like to actually own a pug and how to care for one. I own a pug who was purchased from a breeder over 4 years ago. Had I known what I had known now, I could have helped prevent the defects caused in pugs by overbreeding, or at least be better prepared in caring for one. Almost all types of forced breed dogs help cause pugs to be born with cuter features. But these features cause so many complications that these dogs must undergo constant care and medical attention. Maintaining the health of a pug and knowing their unique problems is detrimental to keeping the specific breed happy and healthy. Problems pugs might have or need to be monitored for are concerns with their large eyes, facial folds, and body weight. These are identifying features for the pug, but also the most dangerous complications for one, and they can range from mild to extreme. Let me have that little bugger. Okay. Whoa. This is Percy, and as you can see here, pugs have wrinkles and folds on their skin, and while they must be maintained to prevent infection and keep them looking nice, they must also live happy and healthy lifestyles. Plainly stated in the 2011 General Pug Care article from the Pugville.com, which I accessed on June 19, 2015, pugs should be brushed at least twice a week to maintain coat care. Pugs have a double-coated fur, and they shed a lot. Brushing will help remove excess fur because pugs are notorious shedders. Their facial wrinkles are very close to their mouth, so their food and bacteria can accumulate there. Pug wrinkles should be cleaned out regularly with a Q-tip to minimize the chances of infection. If an infection forms, pugs will scratch their face, so use Vaseline to soothe their facial wrinkles. A pug's body folds usually accumulate from high body fat, and pugs can be notorious overeaters and gain weight very easily. If your future or current pug is overweight, owners should take the time to maintain and regulate their body weight and keep them healthy. But what are some ways that we can help our chubby pugs and keep them active? As pugs have a double coat and get hot very easily, that's warned pug owners against giving very rigorous exercise. Therefore, the only alternative is to feed your pug sensibly, according to Mash Bonaliga in his article, Your Pug's Health Problems, written in April 11th, 2014, and last accessed June 19th, 2015. Try a weight control food and monitor your pug's eating to make sure he only eats his fair share, and that means no over snacking. Pugs are also no exception for the no human food rule, so remember that our pug is usually not fit to eat our food, which is usually unhealthy and not recommended for them. Pugs are generally low activity dogs, so playing with them indoors and away from excess heat is recommended. Reports by Ava Hart in her article about pug and overheating, written in 2012 and accessed by me on June 23, 2015, she informs how pugs can't adequately cool air or release body heat. So when they're in hot temperatures, make sure that they're not in an extra hot environment, usually something that's over 75 degrees. because pugs in hot temperatures can accumulate a kind of like over excess body heat and cause an internal heat stroke. Pugs are usually prone to heat strokes because of their fur and body fat, and overall, pugs should remain inside dogs, period. Their roles aren't the only things, though, that are big. Pugs also have attributes like their big round eyes, which surprisingly also demand high maintenance. If not maintained, pug eyes can be prone to infections and lacerations because of their size and exposure. I advise to make sure your pug is exposed to safe environments for their large pug eyes, i.e., away from like harmful plants or environments. And they also should keep a maintenance with their eyes, like eye drops and wipes. If not maintained, pug eyes can cause horrible infections that can affect the rest of their face. Make sure to gently wipe away dirt or debris that might gather around your pug's eyes. You can also use pug-approved cleansers and help keep bacteria away and prevent infection. Now, if you ever plan on adopting a pug, you have already learned the necessary steps to taking care of one and ultimately learning more about why they suffer from these problems. Though breeding made them the way they are today, pugs are still being born and waiting to be adopted, and by caring owners. Keeping in mind these problems you might encounter while caring for a pug and this kind of dog, and understanding if a pug is the right fit for you. Pugs are not for everyone, but with the proper care, they still can live happy and healthy lives. With how popular pugs have become, it's important to learn about these things that pugs go through and how potential owners can learn how to solve these problems. These practices can potentially help save a dog's life and give the dog, like them, the homes they deserve. Thank you.